Hey guys, my name's Gigi Edgley. I play Chiana on Farscape and I'm the host of Jim Henson's Creature Shop Challenge, and it's time to get your geek on.
Let's go ahead and start with hashtag. Now, Ben Alpey, I know, worked on Star Trek. Is that how you met him?
I actually met him at DragonCon, so it's our like anniversary. Him and beautiful Jodica are amazing people, and they approached me and they said, "Would you be interested in being involved in telling this amazing story?" And I read the story, and it is out of this world awesome. So we did a Kickstarter. We asked for $40,000, and we raised just over $44,000. And that's in post-production at the moment, and we want to take it to Sundance and Cannes and Toronto. And that actually led me to another beautiful project which is called Nexus, which is another short film that we want to make a feature from. And we did an Indiegogo for that beautiful production, and we asked for 10 grand and we got just above 15. And that's a story about alternate realities and believing in your dreams and facing your fears, because all the stories that I'm telling, or I've tried to tell in my life, have been interesting scripts that challenge me and excite me, and I've gone to the ends of the earth literally looking for them. So I've had a very good run with the big studios and with the Henson Company and the Sci-Fi Channel, and I love working with these amazing people, but it's been a really interesting turn. Like, I came over to here to host the second season of Jim Henson's Creature Shop Challenge, and that's still in limbo. So I went, I can't sit still, I need to make magic. So it's been such a beautiful, a happy accident in a weird kind of a way. And it's introduced me to producing and making my own projects with fans and friends and family as well. So the crowdfunding whole aspect has been a big light at the end of my crazy tunnel in my acting career. It's been the first time that I've kind of stepped to the other side of the going into production side as well as just acting. So it's been very exciting.
The energy for it, because it takes a lot of energy.
Yes.
When I think of you and your characters, it seems like you always have boundless energy.
Thank you.
Does that come from your mom and
I have no
those
idea.
years? Was it a health resort or something?
Yeah, she had a health retreat, and my dad was an old-time showbiz entrepreneur, and in their early days they literally created an empire. They were 23, 24, they had the Moscow Circus, they brought out Kiss, they had brought out Baryshnikov, Nureyev, the Bolshoi Ballet, Marcel Marceau, like old school, beautiful showbiz. So I think I've got a little bit of that within me that I want to create constantly and tell amazing stories.
Well, that's fantastic, because I always wondered about that. Were you young enough when the Moscow Circus came? Do you remember that?
Oh yes, I remember a lot, like monkeys and bears and ice skating bears and elephants, and that was when animals were allowed, and I'm glad they're not anymore, but to tour around. It was old school. We would literally go throughout Moscow and handpick the acts and create them and put them together. Like I want to make them so proud, because I still hear random stories from strangers about random things that mum and dad did. I went, why haven't you ever told me that? You know, they're my biggest icons, even though they're completely crazy. There's no doubt there, but I adore them and I want to make them really proud.
That's just, it would be such an amazing life to grow up like that, I would
Yes.
think. Now, we talked about Nexus, right? That's
Yes.
the name. But let's talk a little bit about hashtag, because there's not a lot. You don't have a trailer or anything yet, do you?
No, it's still in post-production. The guys are actually here. I just saw them. I'm going to meet up with them later on. And I'm like, hurry up. And I said, can we make a teaser? And they said, look, right now we're just so focused, because it is very heavy with visual effects, and they want to make it look amazing. And they just said, we want to get the film out. So that's what they're sort of focusing on at the moment.
Well, do try to get into the Atlanta Film Festival, because I think you'd really enjoy that, because it's all about the filmmaker there. We've done the film festival for 4 years, interviewing actors and directors for many years.
There is another little thing bubbling as well that I should tell you about. It's called the Circuit, and it has an amazing group of actors involved, and it's quite exciting because it's the first time that I've been involved with a production that is actually asking the fans to not only write in scripts, but at a certain level of the Kickstarter, they're invited onto the set and to actually act with us and create the actual meat and potatoes of the production. So the only rule is it has to be based, they have to choose one of the actors involved, and there's like Walter Coing, Tim Russ, myself, like the Richard Hatch, like the list goes on of amazing actors. So it has to be cast one of these intriguing actors, and they have to put us in a convention somewhere, circumstance. But it can be as crazy as off the wall, it can be a musical, it can be a drama, it can be a horror, it can be anything. And then they're to submit their scripts, and the producers are going to choose the favourites, and they're going to make all these little short films into one big massive film. So if people are interested in checking that out, it's called The Circuit, and it's thecircuitfilm.com if you want to become involved. It's a really interesting, cool idea.
One thing that I've heard from a number of fans, actually a gentleman just last night, had a room next to you at one convention or something.
I thought you meant I was like, uh-oh.
No. He was just saying how fan-centered you are and how nice you are to the fans.
I am so...
You know, how much you like the fans.
I love them so much. I wouldn't be sitting here. I would probably, quite honestly, I probably wouldn't still be here because I've had some very rough little moments, and it's been a very interesting, amazing journey, but it's definitely been challenging. And sometimes you go home and you're like, I don't know how to pay my bills. I don't know how to put petrol in my car. And it's from the pure love and adoration and belief from all you guys out there that's kept me going, and the amazing convention circuit. And literally the last 4 or 5 productions that I've been involved with have been through people that I've met throughout the convention. So you really have saved my life in more ways than one.
So we talked about sending people over to the Circuit Film.
Yes.
You said. Anything else where you want to send?
Oh, I would love to send you. I would love to invite you to my beautiful universe. I've got a website which is just my name, gigiedgley.com, and on there I've got links to my Twitter and my Facebook. I'm constantly going to conventions because I really want to meet you guys to thank you and cuddle you and stalk you and ask you a million questions and bow down before you, because as I said before, I'm very, very humble and grateful to be here. And on that website there's also a link to like my show reels, so you actually get to see me do human stuff. They'll be like, we're not going to look. And on there as well is some music that I've done. I'm with a band now. We're called The Fancies, so there's a link to a lot of our music there. I also make music with my beautiful brother, Jake Edgley. I'm also doing music with Todd Lowe from True Blood, so I'm putting every little new adventure I pop onto that website, so you can come and check it out. And my mission is to keep telling amazing stories, because you guys have rewarded me so much. I want to keep making beautiful things for you. So that's my little play area, gigiedgley.com, if you want to come and hang out with me.
Oh, I did the Brian Henson press thing, and he was talking about a Farscape film that you guys were working on or something?
Yes.
He mentioned something about that, so I was a little curious about that. So
I'm curious about that too.
He said they are still working on a script.
Yeah, but that's.
I'm like, how big is the script? Hurry up!
It's going to be really big.
Yeah.
500 pages.
Yeah. It's like waiting 15 years big is how big it's going to be.